Can you guys hear me now? Yes, this is a talking stream. I have just didn't realize my mic was unmuted. That is my bad. I've been talking for like, 10 minutes and just I haven't. Oh my god, and I didn't plug in my microphone. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Zukyu, thanks for tuning in. This is a talking stream. I'm actually gonna grab some scissors. I don't have any clippers with me right now, so I'm just gonna grab some scissors real quick to clip these stabilizers because they don't come clipped. Oh yeah, that is really funny. That's my bad, guys. And Charlie, I answered your question. I guess you didn't hear me. I got into keyboards because I had a really crappy keyboard with blue switches, and so I kind of wanted an upgrade. So I did some research and I found some of actually Hamaji Neo's videos. And so I built my first keyboard, which is a GK series, and I kind of fell in love because I'd been building computers for, a year up to that point, and they were getting really expensive. Not that this hobby is, cheap or anything. I've spent like a lot of money on this hobby, but no, and I just started, just doing more research, and probably the reason I, built so many boards, I've probably built, 50 or 60 boards. Probably the reason is that, I see all these people with all these, different boards. And so, I kind of want to, I kind of wanted those boards. So I started, selling, making some money and just, buying some boards. Yeah, let me go grab those scissors. I'll be right back. Yeah, no, we all have been, and actually, it's interesting. I haven't used a clicky switch since then, and I ordered 90 of the. I ordered 90 of the Box Jades. Actually, no, I didn't even order 90 of the Box Jades. I ordered 90 mystery switches, and I got Box Jades, and I was like, hey, I might as well use them in a build, and I'm just curious to see if I'm gonna like these, because one of the reasons I, got a new keyboard is my other one was like so loud because of the blue switches. But I think I'm gonna try out some clickies and see how I like them. I heard really good things about Box Jade, so we'll have to try them out. I am also currently, I don't know if I mentioned this before, I think I did, but my mic was muted. I do commissions, so if you're interested, please um, reach out. I don't know if I'll put my Discord in the chat. One second, guys. Yep. Here, I just put my Discord in the chat. If you're interested in getting a commission build done, just reach out there and we can talk about what you want. Yeah, Charlie, I did design GMK Court. That was my set. Um, Unfortunately, um, just I don't know if it was a combination of me just kind of choosing a little bit of a theme that was a little bit niche, and niche and just kind of the issues that GMK has been having with production lead times. It got canceled. But if you're interested in beginning to do keycap making, if you want to design your own set, you should kind of choose a theme, and then you can reach out to unless you know how to do rendering, you should reach out to a renderer. And so yeah. I think I used a person named here. I can put their Discord if you want in the chat. Give me a moment. Yeah, is IQ? Yep, I'm on that server. I joined that a few months ago after watching his videos for a really long time. Hey, Lettuce Keebs, thanks for joining the stream. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I just got off winter break. Got on winter break, so 2 weeks of nothing. Oh, hey, Lettuce Keebs. Oh, yeah. No, I sent Lettuce Keebs to my friend. I sent him the other PCB for actually the Classy. I didn't have time to desolder it. Hey, Tate, how are you? I'm actually gonna be building one of Tate's boards on stream in a week or two, so tune out for that. Oh, that's awesome, Charlie. Yeah, the Icky 68 is a great board. I didn't get that board because I didn't really like the layout, but it's a really good board and has a lot of good features. That's gonna be a great board. I think the round 2 is actually a lot better than the round 1. I think they have a lot more options, so that's pretty nice. I didn't use the software. I kind of chose the theme, and then what you do is I don't really know how to use a 3D modeling software, so I reached out to a person who did renders, and I kind of told them the colors that I wanted. So I just used a color picking website, and I chose the colors I wanted the set to be based on. And then after I did that, he created some renders of the keycap set, and then I went into the interest check phase. I reached out to some vendors, and although I successfully made it through into group buy, the set got canceled. It's too bad. I worked really hard on it, and would have been nice to for it to have gotten made, but just wasn't meant to be. Just want to let you know that if you do get renders done, and novelties are really expensive unless you know how to draw. If you end up going that route and getting renders, it's pretty expensive. I think I spent what did I spend? I think I spent close to $500-$600 just to get the board into the IC process. So yeah, it's pretty costly. So if you don't have that money, I wouldn't recommend doing that. But it was a fun experiment. I tried to do it, and I was thinking of actually one of the vendors I was working with. offered to port it to their manufacturer, and so in the future I may do that, but I don't really have any plans for that. Yeah, it's just like it was a good, I really enjoyed, actually the process of making it. I was a little bit bummed though. Just their GMK has just been having a lot of problems with the lead times. Like the lead times are getting kind of crazy. So, I just, some sets, unless they're kind of mainstream, a lot of the more niche sets aren't getting made because, I think I chose too niche of a hobby because, I don't know how many people are really um, are really, you know, willing to spend $130 plus for a keycap set that, they don't even know if they're going to like the theme of. Tate, it was called GMK Court. Yeah. Um, it went into group buy about a month ago or 2 months ago or so. It was October 26th to November 26th, but the set got canceled unfortunately. And also, since it was my first set, I probably didn't do a good enough job of spreading the word. But it's also kind of hard to spread interest about a keycap set that is so niche. Yeah, I was a little bit bummed. Tate Belty. I was a little bit bummed at first, but I kind of went into it just like I might as well try and do this. And it was a fun process to learn, and I met a lot of great people doing it. So that's a positive. Yeah, no, yeah. I tried to make the colors as unique as possible, which was nice. Actually, there were some people that compared it to I think it was I forgot the name of the set, but there was a similar set, but ended up being a little bit different. But yeah, there are not that many green GMK sets on the market. It's just it's too bad. I just think that with the whole tennis theme, I just think that people weren't really willing to spend, $130 plus, and then after, novelties and shipping, that's what, like $200. I don't think people were really prepared to, spend that on a set that they don't even know if they're going to be interested in the theme a year or two later. Because right now lead times, I think like the estimated was Q4 2022, which was pretty, which was the group buy, which is, was like over a year. And that was, I was told that it may not even, that it may be delayed until um, 2023. No, it wasn't soju. I think it was green alpha. Here, let me look. Here, 1 second. Yeah. So it was people compared it to GMK Classic Green. So yeah, sorry. Here, I'll drop the IC of my set if you guys are interested in looking at it in a little bit more detail. Let me know if that link works. I've never actually heard of GMK Soju, is it? But no, I haven't actually heard of that set. Oh, EPBT Soju. Oh yeah, I've heard of that set. It's very nice. I have never heard of GMK Soju. Sorry, that's why I was confused. It's a good set. To be honest, I've been trying to like kind of distance myself from group buys lately. I just kind of don't really feel like waiting, and you know, I joined GMK Moonlight. I think it was May or March, and I just didn't really want to, you know, wait for another group buy until that kind of shipped, and just don't really want to, you know, wait. Hey, good evening. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Here, let me just grab a tissue here. I think I've got all the stabs done. I just need to lube the wires and assemble them. Then I'll test them out. I'm going to be using some XHT BDZ on the wires. That's my preferred configuration. I know some people think it's a little bit too thick, but I think it makes stabs, you know, sound the best, and kind of I think Crytalix, you know, requires a little bit more tuning. But it is pretty expensive, but I've been able to do about 5 or so sets with this, and I'm not even like halfway done with the lube. Hey, Master Miner, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day. Only problem with XHT is your hands get like ridiculously um, dirty with lube. early next week I'm gonna be building a 350 Mimi. I think that's the name of it. On stream. It's a 60% polycarbonate. It's I guess it's kind of considered a clone of the UTD 356, or sorry, OTD 356. But it's a PC model, but it shares, the same design, same, mounting style. It's O-ring, and it also has the same weight. Thinking about joining. Charlie, if you want, there are some, if you're looking for like really high quality sets, there are some, GMK, GMK Classic Blue. I've actually owned that set before. I don't have it anymore. White, I think it's white alphas with blue mods. So that's a good set if you're not, willing to spend $250 on the aftermarket, because it is not in group buy anymore. Then I think you could probably get some, clone keycaps. I don't really endorse clones. I don't really like using clones. Other than that, I can't really think of any sets. But yeah, I think those are your best bets. If anybody else knows of sets, yeah, no, GMK is, really expensive nowadays. It's on the aftermarket. It's, kind of crazy. I got I use my favorite set that I currently own is GMK Space Cadet. It's currently on my Mode 80. It's a great set, but it cost me, I think, $300 plus on aftermarket, and because just, the prices right now are kind of crazy. I don't really see the prices going down anytime soon, just because of how long group buys are taking. And, I can't really, I can complain as a consumer, but, it's, I get what the sellers of these sets are doing. It makes sense. They're just trying to make money on their product. But it's a little bit annoying when there's a set that was ran, like GMK Striker, for example. That set was, I think, I think it was actually 110, 100, very low hundreds for it. And now it's selling for 300 plus on the aftermarket. I don't really think spending more than $200 to $300 on a keycap set is really, practical. You might as well, upgrade your board and get, and nowadays GMK is really good. It's always been really good quality, always really good sub legends. But, now there are a lot of other brands that are doing it for a lot cheaper, that provide almost as good quality. Canon Keys has their nice PVT line. You have ePVT, you have CRP, but CRP is pretty rare. It's pretty limited, and those are normally in stock, but sometimes they're group buy. But yeah, if you're looking for a good high quality keycap set, but don't really want to spend, want to get GMK, I know Canon Keys has their nice PVT line, and I really recommend that. It's really nice. You also have ePVT, which is kind of like the gold standard for PVT keycaps. And you have, some other brands. ACO makes some decent keycaps for the price, although just I would stay away from their clones because, I don't really think it's fair for these large corporations to be taking, the designs. One keycap set that I would not recommend getting is HK Gaming. The quality isn't that bad, but it's just so they just clone so many designs from designers. Masterminder, yes, I have tried the KVD67 Lite. I don't have a sound test on it on my channel because that was actually a few months ago, but I got it during the R2 round, and I actually really enjoyed that board. I ended up selling it on Mech Market for about retail because I just didn't really have a use case for it. But I really recommend it for the price. If you can get one for, $100 $10 to $130, I think that's good. If you're paying anything more than that, I think it's a little bit of a ripoff because it's ABS plastic, and there are some really nice aluminum boards that are coming out. You know, I think I have tried both the Bakaneko and the KBD67 Lite, and I actually prefer the KBD67 Lite, although the Bakaneko is O-ring. And I think the Bakaneko is really nice, but I just don't, it doesn't really have that much flex, and the quality of the machining is pretty bad. Although they did start doing some powder coats on some of the models, but I'd stay away from the painted ones because my unit had a lot of scuffs and marks. And so, yeah, I ended up trading that board, the Bakaneko, off. But, you know, if you're able to get, you know, the KBD67 Lite for about, you know, what retail is, it's an amazing board, and it's a really good starter entry board. Yeah, no, I don't have the Bakaneko anymore. I actually traded with you, Tate. Tito X, thank you for tuning in. How much foam should I put in a Tofu 60? It really depends. If you are, you know, it depends if you, I think you should put a good bit amount, because, you know, my Tofu 60 had a lot of ping when I tried it. So I would recommend using some foam. I would also recommend burger mounting it to, you know, reduce some of that ping. But yeah, I would definitely use foam, Tito. You're selling your Scuff 67 Lite for 100? Yeah. No, the 67 Lite is a really good board. It's really nice. The problem I had with the Bakaneko, and the reason I enjoyed the board, I like the 67 more, but yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about polyfill. Polyfill is good. I actually really like polyfill. The problem I had with the Bakaneko was just pinged like crazy. I didn't really get and I didn't really like the sound signature that it had. Had a lot of ping. Alright, we are done. I am finished doing the stabs. Finally. I hate stab lubing, because if you like stab lubing, well, I pray for you. My hands are like so gross with this XHT right now. Okay, I am going to just put the remaining stabs in the bag, and then I'm gonna test these out. Yeah, no, I actually think it's a really good switch testing board. I think that once you kind of get the right configuration, it's a really nice board. I just kind of didn't really didn't really want to kind of play around with it, and just I didn't really have that many switches at hand while, you know, I was testing it out, and I didn't actually have any polyfill on hand. Oh yeah, I totally agree. Switch lubing is a pain. It just, yeah. Once you get good at it, though, it doesn't take too long. So we got our PCB here. I'm just gonna, I'm actually gonna get some other, I'm gonna get some other switches to use for the stab testing. I just, you know, clickies are really nice, but, you know, they're not the best for testing stabs if they tick or rattle. I just like using some, you know, linears. Was anybody able here to get the Crim TKL? Saw a video on it yesterday, and I kind of forgot that, you know, the group buy was today, but it probably sold out in like 2 minutes anyways, so I can't really complain too much. Just snapping these in. Is that what it's called? It's the FRL TKL. I think Shoobs made a video on it. I think Keys. Oh, you got one? Congrats, dude. That's a really good board. Yeah, no. Congrats, dude. I didn't really it was a little bit too much for me. I've spent, you know, a good bit on keyboards this month, so I'm kind of taking a little bit easy for the next month or so. I really gotta, you know, save. Oh my god. I put this stab backwards. No, the Crim is a great board. It sounds really nice. I have a soft spot for top mount. The Classy Works TKL is actually top mount, but I kind of felt like the only reason to get the Crim is if you really kind of like the layout, because the layout was really nice. Okay, just putting the last stab in here. Oh, I didn't put the spacebar stab in right. I gotta. Beld, when's the expected ship date for the Crim? Just curious. You know, maybe by then, if I'm, you know, got some more funds, maybe I'll pick one up on the aftermarket. But knowing Mech Market, it will probably be like $900 or something. Oh, these are 3-pin switches. I gotta get some. All right. Just grabbing some marshmallow switches. Master Miner. Have I got a Mr. Suit? No, I have not. I don't, to be honest, I don't really love the board. I think it has a really cool design, but I'm not a big fan of PE foam mod boards. I think it kind of mutes the switch a little bit too much. Although I have heard really nice sound tests of the Mr. Suit without foams, without the PE foam and, you know, case foam. So, you know, maybe I'll pick one up one day, but, you know, for now I'm, you know, not really looking to buy one. Yeah, no. The group buy times right now are crazy. I've kind of hope to get boards and keycap sets and extras. I don't really I can't really justify waiting a year, you know, for a board that is probably going to get delayed anyways. It does not make sense for me. And just, I don't know. I think that if the keyboard hobby really wants to expand, I think that they need to figure out how to not mass produce. I think we need to get the lead times a little bit faster. Here, let me grab the keycaps to test. I was planning on using WOB for the keycaps, but I have some other sets I can use. I have a set of Modern Dolce Light that will probably look pretty decent on this. But to be honest, I think that WOB looks the best with the Classy, especially the black one. I know the gray one really looks good with like a gray set. Actually, if I had gotten the gray one, I probably would have put my Space Cadet on it. But right now I actually put my Space Cadet on my Mode 80. And the Mode 80s, I'm really enjoying that board. Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm going to test these stabs. No ticking on the backspace. Okay. The enter key's right side ticks, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, so the enter key and the right shift have a little bit of a ticking. Tito X, how do you do that? The space bar sounds so different to the other switches, like so poppy. Yeah, I think that's just because of the size of the space bar, to be honest. It's just a little bit bigger than the other keys. If you want to make it poppy, you can use some foam under it. But there's a lot of factors to make it, I guess poppy. And I think the main reason it just sounds different is just because of its size. Okay, left ship is good. Okay. So the backspace and left shift are good. I just need to. I'm gonna put a little bit more lube on the space bar on the right side, and actually on the enter key and the right shift and the space bar. The right sides are a little bit. They're ticking a little bit. So let's see if I can fix that. Put a little bit more lube on that side. Yeah, no, to be honest, like rattle kind of, rattle is easy to eliminate. The hard part about lubing stabs is to eliminate that ticking. Ticking is kind of probably the most difficult part of lubing stabs, is to kind of remove that ticking. Oh, it's got stuck here. Oh, let me put the music back on, sorry. Okay, here's the PCB. Clip-in stabs are also really, they're really nice for maintenance because they don't really require as much. They don't need to unscrew them every time, which is definitely nice. Oh, dang it. I unclipped the wrong ones. How are these stabs from the BM60? I have not tried that board, Tito, so I don't really know. I'm sure you can ask around, and I'm sure you can find that out. Maybe look at some reviews of the board. But do you know how much it is? Is it a budget? I think it's a budget board, right? If it's a little bit on the budget side, it's probably going to be a little bit less high quality, especially on these on these budget boards. The stabs aren't really aren't the best. But yeah, I'm sure with the proper modding and tuning, they'll probably sound okay. But you can always switch them out for some cherry clip-ins like I'm using here, or some Durox. Oops, I gotta unclip these. Yeah, sorry, I've never tried that board. Yeah. This side didn't really unclip here. Just gonna put the PCB aside for now. It's like $50 to $60. Yeah, for that price, I wouldn't expect I would expect some pretty cheap stabilizer, some options at that price point. But yeah, these cherry clip-ins, actually, I got these from I got these from Prevail Key Company. Prevail, yeah, something like that. I think Prevail Key Company, and I think they were $10, and then I think it was a couple dollars for shipping. So actually, pretty good price for some really good stabs. And I actually prefer these over Durox. Actually, I don't prefer them. I like both, but you know, I think that the clip-ins are really good for the price. I don't really think you need to spend $20, $30, you know, after shipping for some Durox unless, you know, you need it. Isn't the I've heard of the BM65 or the MW65. Is the BM60 pretty similar to that, Tito? I haven't really heard. I haven't really been, you know, kind of into the budget boards in a little bit. You know, I've been kind of just looking at more higher end. Yeah, I'm just fixing up hopefully I can get the ticking, remove some of the ticking. You know, ticking drives me crazy. Like, my Polaris ticks and just I really enjoy the board, but the stabilizers, the spacebar is just killing it. And I put lube in it, and just the problem is, like, the lube kind of wore out, and just it just kind of, after a day or so, you know, all the lube kind of just didn't work and just kind of went back to ticking. There's some actually new stabilizers that are really good. I haven't yet to get a chance to try them. You know, the owl stabs, and then there are the TX stabs that I think, you know, those are new, and then there's also the stabbies. I think they're in stock. They may be out of stock, but I'm not sure. If you're Tito, yeah, you don't really know, but they're a bit similar. Yeah, I know the MW65 is a really nice board for the price, and so, you know, that's pretty good. For $60, you know, another really good, you know, stacked board is the Cannon Keys Stack series. I've never gotten to try those, but I've heard like amazing good things about them for the price. So that's worth taking a look at. Alright, let's see. Hopefully I got rid of the some of the ticking. Hey Pander, thanks for dropping in. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. Pander's a friend of mine. Pander actually makes some really good keyboard videos on his channel. I'd really recommend checking him out. Yeah, hopefully I got the ticking out of these out of the enter, right shift, and spacebar. And let me just turn off the music. 1 second. Yeah, the right side of the spacebar still has a tiny bit of ticking, so I'll just add a little bit more lube in there. Right shift sounds a lot better though. Right shift still has a tiny bit of ticking. Okay. Yeah, so enter has no ticking, and but the right shift and left shift still has a little bit of ticking here. I'm actually gonna try and not even gonna open up the stab. I'm gonna try and just put a little bit more lube from in the back of the stab, just see if that helps. And then if that doesn't really do anything, then I'll open them up. Which switches are by the blue whiteboard? The blue whiteboard is my Polaris. Oh, in the jar. Yeah, those are just like a bunch of switches. I just use them for testing stabs and stuff. But no, I think there's like a bunch of switches. There are some like, I think there's some Raid, some Marshmallows, a bunch of different ones. So I can't really. There's not any. There's like I think 10 different types of switches in the keyboard. I added some more lube. Maybe that got rid of the ticking. How's it sound? Still a little bit ticking, but I'll fix that. I'm going to put a little bit more and then see if that gets rid of it. May have to do a little bit of wire balancing, but hopefully it doesn't get to that point. Just plugging the butt a little bit. Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, there's still a little bit of ticking, but I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, I think these sound pretty good. What do you guys think? Does it sound good? I think it sounds pretty decent. If I need to, I'll add some more lube to it once the board's assembled, but I think for now this is good. Oh, dang it. I just dropped all my tools. Yeah, if you're anybody's interested, the tool holder I'm using is from SM Keyboards. It's pretty nice. I also have an Artisan box back here. I'll show you. We're actually going to use an Artisan or so for the board. And I'll give you guys a choice. I actually been going kind of crazy on the Artisans. I think I have like 5 or so now, but 5 or so really nice ones now. But I have 5 on the way. I actually won I won a raffle today, which was really good news. I won a raffle from Scratch USA, I think one of their Geo Blank series. So I was actually really excited about that. I got the email today. So that was pretty nice. I also ordered a few different other types of ones, just trying to now kind of build a little bit of a small artisan collection. But I don't really feel like spending any more money than too much money on it, because some of these like bongo cats, they're just like ridiculous. Alrighty, stabs are done, so let's get to soldering here. Well, actually first I need to put the switches into the PCB. Now I am not using the neoprene, I think it's neoprene piece in between the plate foam. And I've heard of some people having issues with their boards without having it. But I think I should be okay. They were able to fix it. So hopefully everything works okay. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't have that. I'm not going to use that for the build. I'm just going to clean the PCB a little bit. It's pretty dirty. Okay, we got our switches here. These are the Box Jades. Never tried these before, but I'm going to try them now. So we got the Box Jades. Here is what they sound. Yeah, they have a nice click to them. Oh, this plate is bent. Dang. This plate is not straight. To unbend it here. Plate has a few flex cuts, but most of the flex is going to come from the PCB. This is not that, you know, it's not that flexy of a board. It's top mount and it's a brass plate. I'm just going to put some switches in the corners here to just seat it into the plate. It is a WKL, so we don't, and we're using 7U, so just, oops. Well, I wasn't really supposed to put that there, but okay, it's fine. Once I get this plate seated, I'll start putting the switches in. This is oh wow, I just realized these are 3-pin switches, so these are going to be a little bit harder here to solder in. Oh damn, yeah, this plate is not playing nice here. Switches are bending a little bit. It's okay though. Yeah, this is having a little bit trouble without the middle piece, but hopefully we can get this to work. Trying to straighten out these pins. Yeah, I'm actually having a lot of trouble seating the plate here. You know, the switches aren't really going through. Okay, I'm actually going to try something. Give me one moment. I'm actually gonna plug in my soldering iron here. And I'm gonna try and solder down the corner pins and see if that helps me be able to. Sorry, I can't speak. If that helps me to seat the rest of the switches into the plate. One moment, guys. I'm just plugging this in. Alright, I'm back. So the soldering iron is heating up. Alright, our iron is all heated up. I like 750 degrees for just soldering in the corner switches now because having a little bit of issues with the plate. I'm gonna clean this switch off a little bit. Yeah, this plate is not the best here. I'm having a lot of issues with it. This is going to be a little bit harder to solder down here. Yeah, this is going to be pretty hard to solder all these switches. They are not cooperating with me over here. Yeah, the plate just doesn't want to work here. Yeah, I'm having a lot of difficulties here. Okay, let's try this corner switch over here one more time. There we go. Now it's working. Okay, I got all the corner switches done. That's really good. Now I'm just going to get this switch right here. Nope, this has a bent pin here. Oh, let's go. Thank you. Oh, that was really good. Yeah, I got the plate to seat a little bit more. Now it's, yeah, now, oh, actually has a good bit of flex. That was a nice flex. Okay, now I can start putting our switches in. Alright, I'm gonna switch the music up here. I'm not really liking this beat. Let's see. There we go. I like this music. I'm actually, I'm gonna use step caps lock today. Actually, no, I'm gonna use normal. I was debating. I think I'm gonna use normal for this build. One second. I dropped the switch. I'm having a little bit of a difficult time with this switch here. It's a little bit strange. This pipe key isn't wanting to go through. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Yeah, I really like actually the feedback of these switches. They're pretty tactile. I think yeah, I know the problem with the blue switches is that, you know, the reason I haven't really tried clickies in a while is that I think they were annoying, but I just didn't like how they felt. They felt like scratchy, they felt kind of just blah. Didn't feel good. They didn't feel good to use, but I guess these switches are pretty nice, to be honest. One second, guys. Hey Snapple Pie, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Oh hey Aura, how are you? Yeah, no, I haven't no, I haven't had built with a clicky switch in a while, so I decided to give it a try. You know, ordered the mystery switches from Novel Keys, and these showed up, and I was gonna actually use whatever switch showed up, whichever switch I got for this build. So I guess I'm using these, but it'll be nice. I think it will be a decent build, I think. And I really like how the haha, yeah, sure, go ahead. That would be nice. Thank you for tuning in, Snapple. Good luck making your lunch. What do you think of the Kale Browns, Pander? You like them? I've never tried the Kale Browns. Oh, you ordered the mystery switches and you got Kale Browns? Oh, I see. Sorry. Misunderstood. Yeah, no, the Kale Browns aren't the best. You know, at least the Box Jades, they aren't bad. They're very nice, clicky. Actually, I ordered 2 packs. I ordered a pack of 70 and a pack of 90. And I got Gateron Yellows, which is pretty good, you know, for the price I paid. I actually underpaid for, you know, the price of Gateron Yellows, so. You haven't dealt with Box Jades in a long time. Yeah, this is my first experience with them, actually, so I'm going to see if I like them. Yeah, no. Box clickies are really nice. I think that clicky switches are really nice. I just haven't really been building with a lot of linears. Actually, lately, some tactiles, too, in some of my more recent builds. Just kind of been trying to just try different switches out. But, yeah, no, I think I'm excited to use these. These switches are really, this plate is making it pretty hard to get these switches in. They're not fully seating sometimes, and just a little bit of pain in the ass. When you're done, I dare you to take out the spacebar cap and put it back on 10 times up popping the wire. Pander, no! I actually have some PTSD with that. My first ever high-end board was called the Matrix Noah, and I bought it off Mech Market built, and so when I got it, you know, I was so excited and I was in a rush, and I put the spacebar on the wrong way, so I took it off, and as I took it off, I popped the stab, and I broke my board, so that kind of sucked. And also, it actually happened to me with this board. With my dark amber tactile build, I think it popped off the stab, and which was really annoying. But you know, I think I'm gonna have to deny your challenge, Pander. I'm sorry. I don't really feel like bricking this board too, because well, then I'd have to desolder, and I don't have time to desolder. Yeah. Only a few more switches to go here. Pander, have you built with your box browns yet? my hands really hurt. My thumbs are beat up because of the snapping all these switches in, but we're done. So now it's time for soldering. Oh, that was a mistake here. There we go. Had to seat that switch a little bit more. Yeah, my room is fine. Yeah, I really know I should get a, what's it called, a fan, but I have a fan on in my room, and I think I'll be okay. But thanks for watching out. Really can't believe it's December, mid of December. I can't believe it, because the year's gone by really fast so far. Yeah, these switches are not seating well at all. Sorry guys. I'm back. These switches are not seating well, so I'm really having to press them in here to get them to seat. Sorry, I'm back. This plate is not very good. A lot of issues. The stab cutouts aren't big enough. So I'm getting the Sorry, I was just taking off my sweatshirt. almost done with soldering, and then we'll do the final assembly. And we're done. Just make sure I have all those switches soldered. Redo this one right here. Yep, and we're done. So now we can do the final assembly of the keyboard. We got our foam that we're going to be using right here, just to improve the sound a little bit. And we got the bottom case right here, and I'll show you the weight in a little bit. Let me just put the rest of the board away. 1 second. So this is the top case right here, and this is the bottom. So we can put the bottom away for now because I have to screw in the plate PCB assembly into the top case. It says this board is top mount, so we are going to have to do that. Good thing about this board is it uses only this one type of screw. Oh, dropped it. Uses this just one type of Phillips head, which is going to be really easy for assembly purposes. There we go. Okay, we got the first screw in. Oh, I actually used the wrong type of screw. I used the wrong one. I used the ones for the case assembly. Just unscrew that. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting these screws in. These screws are not seating in there. 3 more screws and then done with this step. Oops. Okay, last screw, and then done with this step. There we go. Which has a good bit of flex here. All right. Gotta plug in the daughter board here. So this board actually has a brass weight in the inside. Has a nice mustache. Yeah, I hate plugging in daughter board cables. Okay. This is not seating. Strange. Oh, I guess the daughter board is getting stuck on the cable. There we go. Oh, I forgot to put the foam in. Okay, we'll try it without the foam, and then I can add the foam in, and we can see which configuration is better. Okay, we're done with the build here. Keycap time! Woo! Alright. I have my set GMK white on black. We're gonna be using for this. And we can also use some artisans. Yeah, GMK white on black is such a classic set. It's one of my favorites, even though it's so bland. The board actually has a nice bit of flex, which is pretty nice. I was not expecting that with the brass plate, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Yep, sounds pretty good. Where does the U go? Oops. Okay, we're almost done with this. Okay. Oh, I'm missing a keycap here. Okay, I'm actually gonna use a artisan keycap. I'm gonna use the Stauncho Boy Artisan by Tiny Makes Things. And we're done. This is the board. Looks very nice, very clean. There's the back. Sorry for the fingerprints. We have the mustache. Yeah, no, this board is it's a very nice board. It's very nice. It's very. We have a Martini logo right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. Pander, keep it on the a daily. You want me to show you the daily? All right, let me do a quick sound test of the board right here, and then I'll bring out the daily and I'll give a little bit of a showcase of that if you want. But first, let's do a little bit of a sound test here. So let me just stop the music. Okay, so this is the. Oh, let me just grab my cable. Okay, this is the Classy TKL with Box Jades on a brass plate, cherry lubed cherry clip-ins, stabilizers, and GMK white on black with a tiny artisan. I'm just gonna move the microphone right here. Okay. Yeah, it sounds pretty good actually. Board actually has a good bit of flex, to be honest. Alright, that's the sound test. Pander, you wanted to see the daily, right? You want me to show you the daily? No? Well, yeah, this was fun. So, yeah, the board, it's pretty nice. I like it. I actually didn't think I would like the switches that much, but I actually really like how they feel. They're a little annoying, but it's okay. And the board, I love this board. It's a really nice board. It sounds really good, and it feels really good. I'm gonna open this up, and I'm gonna put some foam. I'm gonna put the foam into it, and I'm gonna see which configuration I like better. I'm just gonna put the included foam. I think it's like a sheet of neoprene something, I believe. Daughterboard cable is getting in the way here. I think that with the foam, it's going to sound a little bit less loud, and I think that's going to be a good thing. I think I'm probably, hopefully, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to like the configuration with the foam a little bit better. I think it's going to have, not going to be as crazy annoying. Yeah, this actually sounds a lot better. So let's do another sound test. So this is the Classy TKL with, this time it has foam. So GMK white on black, Box Jades, brass plate, and clip-in stabilizers. Yeah, so yeah, I actually like the configuration with the foam a lot better. I think it doesn't sound as annoying, but still sounds really nice and still has that click to it. But yeah, like this is my Polaris, and just this is like a normal switch, just like a little bit. So you can see this is just a little. You can see the difference. This has like a actual click. This is not as much. But I really enjoyed how these switches felt. They felt really nice. Well, I think that's it. Thank you guys, thank you everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I will be back on stream, I think early next week, Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to be building a 350 Mimi, which is an O-ring mount, OTD 360, 356 clone, not clone, but you know, PC version of that. So I'll be building that this week, and I think it's gonna be a really fun build. I'm gonna be building it with I'm not sure what switch yet, but it's gonna be a really nice build, and I'm really excited for that. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you everybody who watched, and I really appreciate it. And have a good day, and peace.